Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 44 of our Coordinator Climb series here on Football Coach College Dynasty. Last we left off, we played some games. Through seven, we currently sit 6-1. Our only loss to Stanford, who currently are 7-0 and ranked number 3 in the country. So no real shame in that loss. We have a ranked win against Kansas State. Unfortunately, San Diego State not ranked when we played them, but nonetheless, a good dominant win. But now we have a tough stretch. Appalachian State, let's be frank, we should beat them by double digits. But then UCF, our main competitor in our division, a Washington team that's having a bad year, but still talent wise, they have top 15 team, very good, the most talented team in terms of defense besides little old us in our conference. And then Air Force, who, despite being bad, is a rival and has unfortunately had our number the past couple years. And then finally, Arizona State, who, you know, we've blown them out. They've blown us out. Anything can happen. We have some very important recruiting visits down the stretch. I'll get to those as they happen, but this episode's going to be a shorter one, probably around an hour. So I don't know if we're able to get through all five of these games in this episode, but we'll certainly give it our best shot. But definitely the focus is to get through USF Washington, and then if there is time, get into Air Force. But first things first, Appalachian State in the Sun Belt, they're doing okay, 4-3. They lost to JMU, but who doesn't? Uh, they played SMU and beat them, which is a pretty good at a conference win for them. How's SMU doing? 2-5, maybe not. But looks like they have a pretty easy schedule the rest of the way. So pretty decent looking team. Wow, they are awesome against the pass. 8th per game, 14th per attempt. Okay. Yeah, they don't allow any big plays really. All right. Let's see here. So they've allowed 11 plays of 20 plus yards, 2 plays of 40 plus, 12 and 3 respectfully. All right. Not too bad. So let's just get this party started, get right into the game. I think a win is expected. We're I didn't think we'd be favored by that much. Look at the number, it's like 25. Fair enough. We have 5 recruits visiting, and we're in a pretty close recruiting battle with all of them. Even though we're 800 points ahead on Boise State for McCall, they have a second visit, and it's against Utah State, who's not very good. So it's a pretty important game for recruiting purposes. This is the first time we're playing App State in this save. So without further ado, they call tails. Very smart move, as it never fails. Yeah. Interesting. They elect to defer. I like that there's a variance that some teams will defer, others will receive. 20-yard pass to open. So much for your not allowing big plays, eh? Wonder if it's coded like per team or by scheme or by coach for which teams like receive, defer, and when. 3rd and 4. I'm going to run it, and if we don't get it, I'm going for it. I expected more than 0 yards, I must say. I mean, I'm going to go for it. Really, there's no reason not to. And we get it. Justin Weaver, 10 yards. Very good, lads. 3rd and 4, same idea. We're going to run it. There we go. Morton gets us to the 6. The slant gets me 3. You know what? We're going to get to the end zone eventually. There we go. John Lane walks it in. We're up 7-0. Horrendous kickoff return by the App State returner, but they're driving. Oh, Ricardo Norris gets the sack. and they punt. All right, let's keep it moving. I think we're gonna have Chew Clock on. Actually, I lied. This might be a game where we need to run up the passing yards a bit if we have any chance of getting our goal. Oh, second goal to two. I'm gonna pass it once. Yeah, no dice. All right, let's just run it in. Man, I'm gonna pass it. I'm gonna see if we can get him on slants. There we go. Reed Carino, the true freshman, with the touchdown. We're up 14 nothing. Very good, very good. William Hardeen tackle for a loss. They punt. Looks like we're doing pretty good so far. No real reason for concern. And Muhammad is sacked. The concern is back. Wow, John Lane is just not getting in that end zone. As Reed Carino with a second touchdown. He's 10 of 48, but he's also had multiple rushes of just 1 yard, 0 yard. Not looking great for him. There we go. We convert on 3rd and 10. Nicholas Moon gets us 24. We're shaking. We're moving. Man. There we go. Justin Weaver with the touchdown. Look at Muhammad, 18 of 24, 186 yards, 3 touchdowns. That'll play. I don't know why App State called a timeout there, but I'm not going to question it. If the AI wants to make a mistake, I'm not going to stop them. There we go. The AI finally understands what I'm doing. Just to see if we can get some more points here for Pride. There we go. We're in App State territory. 18-yard run by Lane. And Cameron Gorman, the redshirt freshman, getting in on the action. Very good. So I think the spread was correct, as we're up 35 nothing, and they punt. Oh boy. Ooh, the jet sweep failed. 3rd and 12. Incomplete. We punt. Is that our first punt of the game? That is indeed our first punt of the game. And yet our defense gets another stop. What lads? Man, I'm going to punt. I think realistically this game is won, so let's not give him any easy opportunities as Roman Barton gets the sack on 3rd down. Thank you, sir. Incomplete again. Our offense is grinded to a halt a little bit. Back-to-back engage 8 calls. I have no shame. Up by a bajillion. All right. And that'll do it for the starters. So backups are now in on offense. See if we can't get them going. Lucas Pratt, 21 yards to the house. That'll do, because we still need to decide if we want to try to keep him or not, because he does want to transfer. I think I'm kind of okay with letting him go, as Pratt loses a yard right on cue. Cross flood. Hey, Roger Ruff with the catch. Very good, sir. Dang, even my backup offense is just crushing them right now. Play action worked, got us to the 6. Oh boy. Let's see if we can run it in. And Marcos Hale runs it in. I should have gone for 2 to get 50 points. Well, that was a game of all time. We beat App State 49 nothing. They were 1 of 10 on 3rd down. We were 11 to 16. Goodness gracious. Yeah, we threw it, I think, a bit more than I really should have, but I mean, it was working. 31 of 41, 312 yards, 4 touchdowns. That'll do. Carino had 2, Weaver had 1, Gorman had 1. We're finally back to getting sacks. So that's, a nice thing. That'll do. 49 nothing. A little stat padding blowout win. That'll play nicely. Now we just hope nobody got injured. So help me if I see another D lineman injury. I can't be held responsible for what I said. Well, that's actually a big problem. Marcos Hale being hurt is obviously fine. He's our fourth running back. Um, Aiden Stahl getting injured is a problem because Kyle Lowry already is not a great third safety. So I kind of just have to play Stahl through the injury, which I don't love. But I don't want to rip the red shirt off of Marino either because athletically he's just not up to snuff. Yeah, I think we're going to play Stahl through the injury. Oh boy, that could backfire. All right, let's look at results. 550, 750 for Glass, so he's ours. Or 650 for him, 750 for Gales, so he's ours. That's huge. I think Colorado State might jump us for Duke. Whitehead will probably get jumped. It's not great. It's not great. Yeah, I think we're unfortunately in a similar situation to where we were a couple years ago, where we're going to end up with a smaller recruiting class, which is fine because we have nearly 40 freshmen on our team right now. But, I don't like losing all these battles. I think, yeah, I think Rolando Shaw. Who's San Diego State playing? 2 weeks. I mean, he's probably going to be a really good running back in like 3 years. If I give him the best pitch I can and offer him his market value, that gets me 1,000. I mean, that only puts me ahead by 300, but I think that might be worth it. Xander Keller, we're still trying to catch. Ryder Hughes is kind of a D lineman, but so is Lucas McCall. I'm looking at too many linebackers that could be D linemen. I think that's the fatal flaw here. Duke offered a scholarship to Dumas, but I'm not that worried. Yeah, I fear we're gonna come up just shy on some of these high potential guys. But I don't know if Ryder Hughes is worth that much money. We'll see what USC does later. All right. So now comes the biggest game of the season, I would say, against USF. So right now, we're ahead of them in the standings only because we're ranked higher. So whoever wins this probably is going to win our division. But who do they face down the stretch in division? They face Zona and Air Force. Yeah, they probably go 3-0 there. So I think the winner of this game, I think if we lose, we definitely have no shot because we're also facing Washington after this, but we'll see. So they beat an FCS school. They are not worthy of my respect. They beat Washington by 1. They blew out the rest of the Pac schools. I can't really shame them for scheduling a MAC and Conference USA school when I scheduled a Sun Belt. But, here we are. What are they doing well? They have a really bad strength of schedule. And they have like a top 5, top 10 defense. Very good offense. What's our strength of schedule? 62? We're not that bad. All right. USF is favored by 2. They're at home. So on a neutral, we'd be favored by like half a point. That's neat. I beat UCF in year 1, but they beat me in year 2 and year 3. I think the winner of this game also has a chance to make the playoff. I doubt the loser makes it in because there's just too many Pac schools that are really good. Stanford's undefeated. Us and USF are going to beat each other. So, all right. We open with the ball. Let's take a deep shot first. Send it. I mean, he didn't throw it to the deep route, but you know what? I got 12 yards. I'll take what I can get. Oh boy, 4th and 3 at the 50. I'm going to punt. I think 3 yards is a little far. And we burn him at the 1. Webster, you're my favorite. Now I just need that safety. 3rd and 9 at the 2. No dice. All right. But hey, we get the ball back at the 36. So that was a net gain of 14 yards from the punt to us getting the ball back. 3rd and 2, I'm going to pass. And if we don't get it, I'm going for it. There we go. We get it. Perfect. And Jenkins gets me to the 5, and John fumbled. Let's take a moment here just to observe. He had 1 fumble 2 years ago, had not fumbled since, and just fumbled here against USF. That tracks. There we go. Tackle for loss from IV and USF punts. Okay. More of a defensive game so far. Morton goes backwards. Love that. Thank you, Eli. I'm going back to normal. Well, let's see if we can burn him on slants. Nope. Oh, well, we did, but Carino dropped it. 48-yarder, let's try it. No dice. All right. 3rd and 10. They get it. 3rd and 2. I mean, we might as well send the house. They beat us. All right. We hold them to a field goal, which I'll take that. But our offense has gotten close, but not to the promised land. 31-yard pass to Weaver. That's huge. Massive. All right, the RPO bubble screens need to stop. They're just not working. Get them. I don't care that they have a wide receiver out wide. All right. We get the ball at the 50. See if we can get in that dang end zone. Oh, my God. I mean, I'm going for it. I have to. I think our defense is doing well enough that we need to go for it. Incomplete. And this is what hurt us against Stanford also. We just could not convert 4th downs. There we go. 14-yard run. The play action worked to Gorman. There we go. We're moving. We're shaking. All right, let's go up tempo here. 1.5 minutes left. See if we can get in the end zone, rock and roll. That was inspired. I'm going to run it once to the 3. 2 clock's coming on. And John Lane runs it in for the touchdown. They have 10 seconds left. Yeah, I'll make him. All right. I think defensively could not be happier. Like they're averaging 1 yard a rush. They're doing worse on 3rd down than we are, hilariously. So I really like where we're at. Oh, I don't like that. And I don't like that. Called engage 8 at the wrong time. And Sawyer Quoke fumbled. That track. All right, they don't get any points out of it, though, which is huge. Our defense is fighting for their life. Good conversion. Let's run it. There we go. Morton gets us 10. Let's go. The sweep worked. I think this might be a game where I just don't kick a field goal unless it's insanely necessary. Second goal at the 4. Lane runs it in. All right. We're looking better. Ah, they beat our blitz. They beat us again on 3rd and 5. Good. Sack from Mario. Let's go. Incomplete. They punt. Okay, that's huge. All right, we're up by 4. We have the ball. If we can drive 90 yards and take like 8 minutes off the clock here, we're looking good. So let's take our time. Let's run the ball. Burn some clock. The run game has arrived in splendid fashion, folks. 0-yard rush on 2nd and 2 hurts. Oh boy. This could make or break the game right here. I think we go for it. We have to. Let's do it. Send it. Yes! John Lane gets us the conversion. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it going. 3rd and 7. Let's try slants. And it works. We're at the 8. Let's go. Let's keep running. There we go. And John runs it in. Folks, what did I say? 90 yards, take 8 minutes. We took 11 minutes off the clock. We're now up by 11. They have 2.5 minutes. They're in I formation. I'll blitz. I don't care. Oh, I knew it. That was probably a foolish move. They are driving. They're beating our man coverage. I just need to stick to zone. All right, 4th and 10. And incomplete. 1 first down. We win the game. That's all we need. And we have won. I'm going to keep going because they keep calling timeouts, and it's very rude. Whoops. Folks, we did it. 21-10 over USF. Massive, massive game by our defense. We had multiple turnovers on offense also. Couldn't get it. I mean, this drive was arguably our best drive of the season. 17 plays, 90 yards, 11 minutes off the clock. Just dink, 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 dink. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Really happy with that. It seemed like I threw it a lot less, but I guess I threw it 40 times. It's kind of crazy. John Lane got crushed, but he got 3 touchdowns. Morton did great. Really, really happy with that. They didn't get any sacks on us, which is massive. I mean, we did it. We beat USF. That means we are now in the driver's seat for winning our division. And now, if USF loses any of their remaining games, then we clinch the division essentially. Hey, all right, Joshua Holbrook is back. So he is going to move all the way up. I think I had him at 6, I believe, with Lockhart above him. Yeah, Lockhart has 12 pancakes. He's doing great. Really happy with that. It sucks it was on the road. That would have been a great game. 2 guys committed, and we know we got both of them. So we got 2 JUCO O linemen in the building. Reynolds will definitely redshirt. Gales would need like an insane first offseason game. So both of those guys, they're going to redshirt their first JUCO year, and then I'll get 2 years after that. Yeah, we've fallen behind on so many guys. All right, this is it. So with Powell, we have the first visit, which sucks. James Madison is essentially guaranteed to win their game against Old Dominion. Alabama, who knows? So, depending on how this visit goes, I might just write Powell a check for $3 million and get like 1,700 points and then hope my visit is enough. But we'll see. We'll see how the visit goes. First things first. Um, I think I'm too far behind on Shaw, I fear. Oh, Colorado State had a good visit for Duke. They beat Akron. Does Duke care about money? He does. He's a pretty good tight end, but it also looks like, I guess Dumas isn't guaranteed. And to be fair, I like Duke more. I also think Duke is an O lineman at heart, but we'll see. Do I want to up the money for Shaw? His overall is just so low. That's really the thing getting me. I think for now I won't, and we'll just see what happens. Ryder Hughes, I think I'm going to give him his market value. I don't even know if I need to give him that much, to be fair. Like if I give him like 300,000, that should be good. But we will see. Notre Dame had their visit with Hart. It went pretty well. They got 630 points. All right, but this is huge. This is another huge game we got going up against Washington, who are doing very bad this year, and I don't know why. They lost to Cincinnati, South Florida, San Diego State, and then they just lost to Stanford. To be fair, the best four teams in the conference right now, in no particular order, are Stanford, us, USF, and Washington. So there is that. The San Diego State and Cincinnati losses are a bit rough, but Cincinnati's 9-0. Okay, never mind. Washington just happened to play the best teams in their run here. But I mean, even then, their strength of schedules average. It's about where ours is. They're better at stopping the run than the pass. Their offense, I mean, it gets a lot of yards per attempt. Okay. They have yet to convert a single fourth down, or they've never tried. Either either option is true. Let me do a quick check in on our goals. So we got two diamonds already. It looks like we're going to get the third diamond, and the Air Force game is huge. And then I need 900 more passing yards, and I have at least 3 games to do it. It's looking possible. Ranking wise, we're up to 8. Stanford's number 1. I imagine Stanford is going to get in the playoff regardless of if they lose the Pac 12 championship game or not. Because, I mean, it's looking like they're going to be 12-0. So that kind of makes things rough. We're favored by 12 at home. Oh, geez. All right, we have 5 recruits visiting. We're currently behind on every single one except for Stafford, who's a guarantee. So this this is going to be massive. We famously in this sim, Washington has won every time these guys meet in season. But if they meet in the conference championship game, Utah wins. So here's hoping we can break that trend here today. Washington calls heads. It is tails. I am going to elect to receive. I want the ball first because I really want to be up 7-0. That was a terrible kickoff return, Weaver. What the heck? Oh, and Muhammad is sacked. Well, so much for that plan. And they have the ball with wonderful field position. That's why I don't try to get cute. Elvin Ivy tackle for a loss. Let's go. Let's keep moving. I think Chew Clock is gonna stay on, especially against these guys. Incomplete. I'm gonna punt and hope we burn them. Yeah, at the 11. All right, defense gets another stop. This is looking like a very low scoring game, but our offense has come alive. There we go. Nicholas Moon touchdown. We're on the board. 7-0. Defense gets another stop. All right, 2 clock's coming off. I think what we need actually is more time to try to score on every drive. I think 2 clock right now might hurt us with how bad they're playing defensively. Let's try the screen. There we go. 9 yards. Ooh, sacked. That's what I get for passing it on 2nd and 1. Yeah. Oh, that was a bad call. Yeah, bad punt too. There we go. Andre Strong with the tackle for loss, and they punt again. Yeah, we should have more points than we do, which is always an infuriating position because you're like, oh, we should be up by like 12 right now. Oh, Muhammad is sacked again. Quit sacking my quarterback. I keep having to punt from their like 30-yard line, and it's very infuriating. Well, they got the conversion. They got another one. All right, we stop them there. There we go. I like normal being on. I don't want to switch to up tempo. Now, yeah, now the AI switches. Good call by the AI. Not often I say that. There we go. Sawyer Quoke touchdown on the hitch route. Kevin Batula's favorite. Tackle for a loss. I'm actually going to call a timeout and make them punt. And yeah, now just, ooh, never mind. We got 11 yards. Let's see if we can get a field goal. It doesn't look like it. Fool him with the fake screen wheel. Didn't work. All right. A little bit of a shame. I think we could have gotten a score there if we had a bit more time. Ooh, 34-yard rush. And Scott Cooper, our number one safety with the interception. I think Chew Clock's going to go on now. I mean, this game's looking like it's looking like we might blow out Washington. What has happened to them this season? I feel like I shouldn't be saying this. We're only up by 14. You know, it's like I feel like it could be a lot worse right now, or a lot better, I should say. There we go. Nicholas Moon gets me the conversion. I won in that end zone, boys. No dice. I'm just going to kick a field goal here because 17 versus 14 is huge. They beat our blitz on 3rd and 9, but not our zone. All right. Let's switch back to normal. 3rd and 4. I'm going to pass levels. No dice. We punt. All right. Washington 42-yard pass. All right. 2 clock's coming back on. All right, let's see if we can take a lot of time off the drive, get a touchdown, feel a lot better about where we are. There we go. That's a huge conversion. Eli got me 9 when I needed 7. Massive. Massive from him. And John Lane fumbled again. Guys, can we not give this game away, please? All right, defense gets a 3 and out. Thank you. There we go. Sawyer gets me 11. Let's keep it moving. There we go. We're in the red zone. I need a touchdown. Like, come on. Let's try hitches. No dice. All right. 13-point game. So if they get their touchdowns, geez, guys. 4th and 10. Here we go. And they got it. Unbelievable. Okay. 6-point game. So here we are. Here we stand. I think if we get like if we get 2 first downs, we win. There's one. I'm going to pass. I'm going to run it. And I'm going to punt. Boom. There we go. They have 25 seconds. Good luck to them. There we go. First of all, that should not have been close. Like the fact that this ended up as a single score game is kind of crazy. Like the second half, we went, let's see, we got a field goal, pretty good. 3 and out, fumbled after a decent drive. They kick a field goal and then we can't close it. We punt here. So, little shaky offensively, I think. But, run game looked okay. Got a couple touchdowns from Muhammad. Very good. We really don't force that many turnovers, do we? This game nuked Webster's net punt average because we were just punting from so short. But hey, overall, that's a great win. I really wish Washington was ranked. I believe going into the season when I was setting up recruiting visits for Washington, I said it could be a top 10 matchup. I did my job. I got into the top 10. Washington, though, did no such thing. We only move up by 1, and Reed Carano is hurt. That's bad. Yep, so Carano is done. So Roger Conley is going to get that playing time he wants. How long? Ooh, yeah, 7 weeks. I mean, his season is effectively over, which is rough. I mean, as a true freshman, he had 42 catches, 376 yards, 3 touchdowns, only 2 drops, which pretty good. So yeah, now Roger Conley is going to come back into the swing of things. Then Levi Matthews was the other injury. Okay, yeah, I'll just drop him down to 7. Keep Austin Phillips where he's at. Let me double check sack numbers. 5 from Nelson, which sucks. 3 from Matthews, and he's hurt, but should be okay. I could rest him. I don't really want to, though. All right, recruiting visits. Talk to me. Oh, spoiler alert, Stafford committed. I mean, we're going to get Hart. We're ahead on Maddox, but we're way too far behind on Powell. Yeah, that's a shame. I mean, even if I were to offer him $3 million, we don't make it. That's a shame. All right. Well, that is that. Obviously, we know Stafford commits, so we're now up to 3. So yeah, Emmanuel Powell, we're not going to get, even if, why am I doing this? Even if, let's say, I double the money, I offer him $6 million, right? That would be a bit much. That would be a bit silly. Like, I think realistically, the number would have to be 4 million. That puts me ahead by even 900 though. Like JMU still has. Yeah. All right. Goodbye, Powell. Okay, so now we have some hard decisions to make. Keller, we're obviously going to try for. Rolando Shaw. I mean, it just looks like San Diego State is going to get his signature this week. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my best pitch, and then I'm going to offer him. I mean, I'd have to offer him more than 1 million. I don't think he has A+ potential. He might genuinely be worth it. I'm gonna offer him 1.5 million. I think that is it might be a little silly, but I think it's worth it. Dumas, I need to decide if I think it's worth it to offer Dumas like money, even if it's like 250,000. That gets me 500. That might be enough. We're in a race with Wisconsin for Maddox Dennis, but I don't care about him enough to offer money. So that's kind of a non starter. I'll offer Hughes 500,000. And now we just need to keep pace with Georgia. Looks like we're going to get Luis Tan. We're going to get Black and Chip. Talon Whitehead's a big question. Even if I offer him his value, though, it's only 500,000. So I'm getting a little low on money. Do I think he's worth 500,000? I mean, he's got good coverage ability, decent tackler. He has a potential. I think that might be a worthwhile investment. And then these four we should get pretty simply. But yeah, we're going to have a very, very, very small recruiting class. Let's actually look and see, like, are there any guys that we just look at 3 stars? Any 3 stars that, like, I could have a chance over? Just get some potentials. Why'd I look at the quarterback? Nah. Okay. Um, so that's that. Man, the injuries are. Oh, Owen Bass committed to Kansas State, obviously. Okay. So here's where we're at. We're 9-1. We're looking decent in terms of goal watch. We need 600 passing yards in at least 2 games. Think we should get that. Think we should. Because even if, let's say, doomsday scenario, we lose these games and we don't make the championship game, we don't make the playoff, we'll still get a bowl game. So we should be good there. All right. But it is our rival. We're favored by 25 points. 3 recruits visiting. We're seeing if we can jump Notre Dame for Xander Keller. Obviously, he's a very well rounded linebacker, really good potential, and from Utah. So I really don't know why you're sniffing around him, Notre Dame. He's not even going to play for you. Silly gooses. But yeah, we beat Arizona year 1. They beat us close year 2, and they blew us out last year. So they do kind of have our number. We'll see if we can get revenge here. We will. Let's defer. Corner blitz. Hey, William Hardeen with the sack. All right, they converted on 3rd and 7. Oh, okay. I need to stop doing engage 8. I think that's my official takeaway. I lied. We're going up tempo. We're going to convert and we're going to run. Never mind. All right. Air Force punts. Okay. Time to everybody just settle. And Muhammad is sacked. Man. It just simply could be that Air Force is the team that, for whatever reason, has our number. There we go. We convert on 3rd and 2. Didn't think that that would be as massive as it is right now. Oh, sacked again, man. I wish you could see who allowed the sack in game, but alas, I cannot. They convert on 3rd and 8. Malcolm Barber, huge sack. And he gets two. Look at Malcolm. He's like our 4th D lineman this year, I think. He's our 6th. I definitely knew 4th was wrong. Look at our boy. Look at our sophomore. Jet sweep. It works. We're back. All right, we're going to take our time a little bit. We're going to run the ball just down the middle until they stop us. Justin Weaver gets me 20. We're looking good. Curl flats. No dice. I should have done goal line. I mean, we're going for it, obviously. Let's try hitches. No dice. Pass deflected. And Roman Barton gets the safety. There we go. Now instead of 7 points, we have 2. What now, Air Force? And we punt again, man. There we go. Engage it. Worked that time. Okay. I'm going with no tempo right now. Because if we score really quick, get a quick stop, we have a chance to score again. Never mind. Muhammad got sacked. There we go. We convert. I never should have taken up tempo off. Yeah, we'll keep it on now. Oh, that was a terrible decision to run it. Man. We'll kick it. All right. We have cut the lead to 2. That was a stupid. Why did I do cover 4 quarters on 3rd and 10? Run it once. Well, our defense after that first drive looked really, really good. Our offense has looked pretty miserable. We may need to get creative or just keep throwing it to Justin Weaver. That's also a good idea. We're in the red zone. We're looking good. We're looking nice. Lane runs it in. I'm going to go for 2 to try to go up by 6. And it works. Good call. All right. We're up by 6, and they got 47 yards on us. But we hold them to a field goal. All right. Let's keep it moving. 3 runs there, probably not the right call. I'm going to punt here. We're on the wrong side of the 50. I know it's only 4th and 2, but our defense has been doing pretty good. They convert there, though. And there, man. Okay. Defense gets a stop. Oh, boy, we're at the 4. Thank you, John. All right, we get the first. Let's check in. Yeah. We're not doing that good in terms of yardage. Incomplete. We punt again. We burn them at the 5, and they pass out of it. Fair enough. There we go. Terrence Carlton, tackle for a loss. And Air Force punts. Big return from Weaver with the 42. Let's go. 30-yard pass to Weaver. We're at the 2. Lane runs it in. Let's just kick the extra point. 10-point ball game. Engage 8 kind of worked. It really is just the big plays. Like Air Force has had 4 plays of 20-plus yards, 3 of 40-plus. That's the only reason this is a game. All right, let's party. There we go, 16 yards. Big run from Morton there. They're burning timeouts. That's what we want. Keep it moving. 1 more first down, we win the game. Levels. There we go. We're at the 6. I mean, I would like to score. It'd be nice. Fine. Field goal. Boom. I mean, we won. I think our defense was very hot and cold. Our offense was just cold. There's really no way around that. I mean, we did not score. Our offense did not score until a minute 14 left in the first half. Not great. Second half, our offense was a little bit better, but man, Weaver over 100 yards. That's good for him. Moon had 82. He's had a really good season quietly. Only reason I say quietly is this is his first year. He has not complained about playing time. But hey, we're 10-1. We're looking good. So yeah, I think we'll get through the Arizona State game, see how everything shakes out, and then save postseason for next video. Ooh, that's bad. Montero's hurt. That's bad. And he's already I can't play him. Like he's worse than Pryor at that point. Man, that hurts. All right, so he's going inactive. So that means Sizemore's going to get more playing time. So do I want to put him ahead of Mario Wright? I think I kind of do. Put him ahead of Mario, so he'll be linebacker 4. Pryor will come in and get some playing time, which is good. Man. All right. That hurts. Anyone get healthy? No. Sadness. USF lose? USF won. Yeah, they clobbered Fresno State, beat Arizona by double digits, and they're definitely going to destroy Air Force. So we can't afford to lose here. All right, official visit results. Nice. Tan, small commit, and we're ahead of Notre Dame, but only just on Keller. Oh boy. Small. Getting John Maddox is huge. What now, Georgia? Ha ha. All right, Lucas Tan is big. He might play his first JUCO year, but he probably will. Okay, so we're currently ahead on 8 of the 11. Oh my God. ASU is interested. Oh boy. Wow, 1,300 point visit. Good for them. Good for them. I mean, yeah, that's us done. That's that's that really. Like I would have to offer like if I offer an additional million, that puts me just barely ahead of them with their best pitch. And I don't think Rolando Shaw is worth that. I mean, don't get me wrong, he has A plus potential, which is really nice, but his overall is just so low that he may like never play. However, I mean, if you look at our running back room, so Lane is gone. Morton's here for one more year. Pratt is likely going to transfer out. Flournoy, I'd like to keep. I got Smalls coming in. Jenkins, I don't really care about. I don't think he's worth dropping our NIL all the way below 10 million before the transfer portal even starts. But we don't have that many seniors. We're not going to get Maddox Daniels. That is a shame. But that's okay. His kick power, I think, is just not there. All right, so I'll let Wisconsin have Dennis. We may need to find a kicker in the transfer portal. But I doubt Sean Webster will leave because the seventh round isn't exactly early, I would say. Oh, Pratt got his carries. That's good. Morton's still getting 30% of snaps. Yep. All right. Do I think Shaw's worth 2.5 million? Not really. But I mean, A plus potential. Like, come on. What if I up it to like just 2 million even? No, that barely gets me anywhere. You know what? Why not? Let's go for the kid. Why not? And I mean, if it does, I'm going to play him no matter what. To be clear, if he signs, that dude is playing as a redshirt freshman no matter what my running back room looks like. I don't care if he has a 70 overall. It feels like a bad business decision, but come on. Why not? Why not go crazy, spend some money? All right, so last thing we're doing in this episode, let us play Arizona State to end the season. They're 4-7. They only won 2 wins in conference. Arizona, who's pretty good, and then Cal, who sucks. Beat NC State, beat Delaware. Yeah, I mean, come on. They have a bottom 5 defense in the country in pass yards per attempt. How much do we need for the donor goal? We need 320 in at least 2 games. That should be doable. I would wager. Yeah, we're favored by 17.5. They have 10 recruits visiting, including a couple 4 stars. I mean, they're not going to get Tally. Look at this guy, though. All right. They beat me in years 1 and 2, but then I blew them out last season. So hopefully more of the same this time around. They win the toss. They elect to defer. Okay. A sweep. It failed. But John Lane bailed me out. Always knew I could count on him. That's just a lie. The play action worked. Oh, even the jet sweep is working. Okay. So that was pretty simple. Less than 5 minutes. Already in the end zone. Bada bing, bada boom. They punt. I did not mean to actually call for it's there, but you saw nothing. 3rd and 1. Let's run it. Very good. I'm actually gonna make. No, I'm not. I thought I was gonna mess around with the running back depth chart a bit, but I think I'll keep it the same. John, can you like not get stopped? Thank you, Dylan Jenkins. Touchdown off the bubble screen. Yeah. All right. This game is pretty much a wrap. Making that call in the first quarter might seem a little bold, but counter argument. Have you seen this game? All right, I'm gonna really quick make Morton our number one back for the rest of the game because that'll get him a little bit more snap percentage for the next 2 quarters. And he rewards me with a 16-yard touchdown run. That'll play. Good job by our offense. Uh-oh. 3rd and 10. See shallow cross? Oh, boy. Poor Arizona State. And Morton gets 22 yards and a touchdown. Very nice. Very good from him. I think we definitely made the correct decision to promise him more playing time when he threatened to leave last season. I don't know why he did. Like, surely he had to have seen the depth chart and been like, oh, yeah, the number one guy is going to graduate. We had to punt. Shame on us. Uh-oh. Arizona State. Ooh, Porter Landry gets the pick. Let's see if we can get in the field goal range here. Looking like we should be able to. Let's run it once. 23 yards from John. Thank you, sir. Oh, boy. That failed. We'll fool him with slants. We did not fool them. Ooh, Webster missed it. He has been so much worse this season. And it's kind of surprising. The man did not miss a single field goal all of last season. He was perfect. He has missed, I think, 4 this year. ASU's on the board. Oh boy. Fool him on the slants? No, I'm not going for it. You want me to give them 3 points? There we go. Ricardo Norris forces a fumble. Barber recovers. We're back. And Justin Weaver over the top for a touchdown. That'll do. Defense gets another stop. Let's keep it moving. At this point, I'm just going with whatever the AI asks because, here we are. I knew I shouldn't have. Who knew that calling back-to-back deep passes, the 6-yard line would fail? Oh, Andre Strong with the pick. Oh, brother. All right, backups are now in on offense. Just keep it going here. There we go. Lucas Pratt with the receiving touchdown. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, my backup defense is so much worse now because of the injuries. Oh, boy. They might allow a touchdown, a drive. All right. Let them do a field goal there. Christian Bullock with a carry. Yep, that's definitely where I imagine myself. We punt. Oh, they beat the blitz. 4th and 5. I will honor them. Cover 2 man. They get it. Oh. All right. Well, we hoped it would be a blowout. It most certainly was. 45-6. We got 370 passing yards, so that is a donor goal achieved. Really happy for us there. Morton got a couple touchdowns. That's good for him. Lots of wide receivers catching balls. No sacks by our defense. I need to look at the sack numbers from this season and last season to compare. But overall, we're 11-1. No complaints there. So that means we've guaranteed a spot in the Pac-12 championship game. I don't know if playoffs is guaranteed. I assume 11-2 should be enough. God, quit injuring my O-lineman. All right, so Matthews is back to full strength, so he'll go up to, we can move him to 4. He's allowing a bit too many sacks. And then Holbrook, do I like him more than these guys? I think so. I'm so mad these guys want to transfer. Like, do they not see my vision? Do they not see it? Their mind's eye. When do the other injury guys get back? Stahl is next week. I'm not going to have these guys back for the championship game. Yeah. Oh, Stanford went undefeated. That's impressive. They went 12-0. 6-3 against Oregon. That's magnificent. Magnificent. So how many undefeated teams are there? Cincinnati, Stanford, James Madison. Buffalo is undefeated. Looks like that's it. Navy went 11-1. All right. I think We should still make it in at 11-2 because Bama, Georgia, and A&M, one of those teams is going to take a loss by default. There's no other SEC team in here. Big 12 isn't. I think we should still be okay. All right, moment of truth. Rolando Shaw committed. We put $2.5 million. We slid the check across the table, rolled up the Brinks truck to his parents' house. Was it enough to get his signature? They did target player. They have been doing their best ace pitch the entire year, and they took the foot off the gas. They just stole money from me. That's so infuriating. I was just robbed in broad daylight. Well, I mean, I definitely needed to increase it by like 500,000, but yeah, 2.5 million for a guy with 63 overall, I admit feels like an overpay. It's an overpay. However, he has A plus potential. His ball skills look okay. You never know. You never know how good he could be. Do I feel like I just lit 2.5 million on fire? Kind of. Not gonna lie to you, but you never know. Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. JMU had their visit for Whitehead. Yeah, they crushed Old Dominion, got 920. So if we'd want to, let's say, get. Yeah, he doesn't care about money. All right, we're going to let JMU have Whitehead. That's a shame. I'm going to keep him on my target list, though. I mean, I might as well do a pitch. I only have 9 guys left. Duke offered money for Dumas. I mean, if I am going to move Tyler Duke to O line, I will need a tight end, but I'm already offering him 250,000. Like, we're gonna have a really small. Like, let's assume we get Duke up. That's 6. That is a total of 13 recruits. It's not great. That's kind of where we're at. I mean, I don't want to offer more money, especially because like these guys don't really want to commit soon. All right. Let me advance 1 week to the conference title game. Gall's back to full health, but that didn't, I never moved him on the depth chart. How'd he do in the games he was injured? Yeah. I hate how safety stats work in this game because this just feels like very unrealistic for an actual safety. No one committed. Good God. Yeah, I mean, Whitehead doesn't even want to commit soon. How am I doing on promises? Guaranteed. And I get 2 per each. So I get 6. That brings you up to 99 plus 3 base. I'm at 100 because it doesn't go over. If Weaver doesn't make all conference, I lose 10. It might be, I think if he doesn't commit by the transfer portal, I'm going to revoke his scholarship and NIL to get my 500,000 back. Do I want to reinvest that money? I'm going to spend money to get Keller. Like if I give him 500,000, that gets me up by about 600. He does 80 points. My best pitch, so 7. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That is what I'll do. Yeah, it looks like as long as these four get the best pitch I can, I have a chance. Everyone else, though, looks pretty guaranteed that we will get their signature. All right. Looking okay. All right, let's do a quick check-in. So player promises, Gorman got his snaps, Pratt got his carries, Morton looks like he'll get his snaps. Weaver, I'm going to be honest, I don't think he makes all conference. He only has 700 yards, 3 touchdowns. He does have a returning touchdown, but we'll see. Um, a lot of these guys want to transfer. There's not much I can do at this point to help with that. Caden Martin is looking better, which is good. I don't think this is the game to throw Carlton up there. I mean, if all he wants is 30% of snaps, then hopefully he gets it next couple games. But we'll see. All right, donor goals. Diamond check, second diamond check, third diamond check, fourth diamond essentially check. We would need to give up like 900 yards. We've gotten the gold and gotten the gold, so that's what 10 and a half plus 9, essentially 20 million. We got essentially $20 million extra for these donor goals. Very, very good. I'll take that. And hopefully our new athletic director will finally have a good opinion of me. Clown. We're 11-1. I think that still isn't sunk in. Like we went 4-0 in this murder row of Kansas State, San Diego State, USF, and Washington. I was expecting like 2-2. And the Pac-12 was not that competitive this year. I mean, San Diego State walked away with their side. They could have lost three games and still made it. And then it was just us and USF on this side. So bad year for the Pac-12. Only 3 ranked teams. Not great. However, 2 of the top 5. Need I say more? Need I say more? But yeah, that is where I will end this episode. Like I said at the top, shorter one today. Just wanted to get through the rest of the regular season, these 5 games. We went 5-0. Think our defense looked lights out. Offense, pretty good. Decent amount of turnovers, though. Like, Muhammad only has 5 interceptions, which is good, but Lane has 2 fumbles when he had 0 all of last season. Sawyer Quoke, Huffman have both fumbled. Wide receiver wise, I think we've been pretty okay on that front, which is good, but man, oh man. But we'll see. We have Pac-12 championship game against Stanford coming up. Who's the favorite? We're favored. That's interesting, especially considering they beat us by 13 earlier on in the season. So I think win or lose, we should make the playoff, but it might be close. We'll see. Yeah, because there's a like in the Big 12, number 10's playing number 1. So if TCU wins that game, both of them are getting in. The winner of Boston College, Florida State's getting in. If USC wins, Penn State might also get in. Like there's a very realistic world where we go 11-2 and don't make the playoff, which is kind of a terrifying thought. Once again, the most cursed conference, the American, 10-2 Kentucky against 8-4 Ole Miss in that title game. Undefeated Buffalo against 9-3 Texas Tech in the MAC. Come on. Realignment has some fun stuff. But yep, I thank you all for watching. This episode should go up on YouTube early in the week, and then hopefully have one more for you where we will finish out this season. I think it definitely looks like year four will be pretty successful at Utah. Year one, we won at the conference, lost in the first round to TCU. It would be a great shame if them beating Cincinnati is what keeps us out of the playoff this time. But we'll see what happens then. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.